I am back at the city of Berwyn Revisit. It is your favorite auditor. Audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. I do have my clipboard with me. I am not in my uniform. You guys do remember the this is where Long Island got arrested. This is where I set all the police officers straight. This is where they removed all those signs off the wall. So let's see how this goes. Gotta see the clerk. Before that, let me go up to the second floor. This is the floor Long Island got escorted off of. Mayor's office. City administrator's office. I'm okay, thank you though. Yeah, just filming, monitoring government, making sure it is being conducted in the public interest. Sure, thank you. See, they completely changed their attitude now because they know people could film in here. Knock, knock. Is the mayor presently available?
No, he's not.
Thank you. Set up an appointment. Alrighty, let me go down and see the clerk. They did completely change their attitude here. I remember there was employees on this side that used to cause a scene. But it is completely different at this time. They did switch up a few things here and there. Here's the wall of business cards. Alrighty. Alrighty. Hello there.
Hi.
I need to see the block diagram giving its functional subdivisions to begin with.
Marge, could you come in?
Marge.
Hi, how can I help?
Hi ma'am, how's it going?
I'm well, thanks.
Good, good. I see they straightened out those signs. Now they're not, the employees here are not harassing people about filming. I need to see to begin with, ma'am, the block diagram giving its functional subdivisions.
Block diagram functional subdivisions.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's on our website.
Okay, it's required to be prominently displayed at the public body.
Oh, I'm not aware of that. What section of the FOIA Act is that?
Section 4.
Section 4 of the
Yes,
FOIA
ma'am.
Act?
Here it is right here.
All right.
A public body that maintains a website shall also post this information on its website.
Also on its website?
Right. Each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative or regional offices make available to the public a brief description of itself. Where is that at?
A brief description of itself, of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
city, on our website.
Okay, well, again, ma'am, it's required to be in person, prominently
Well,
displayed.
we'll be happy to print it out for you.
Well,
Why don't you have a seat? And we'll get
yes,
it?
ma'am. I am verifying if it is displayed according to the law.
No, we don't have it displayed anymore.
Okay, a block diagram giving its functional subdivision. That's an org chart.
Yeah,
It's total operating budget. Where's the operating budget?
online.
Again, ma'am, a public body that maintains a website shall also post this information on its website.
It's on our website.
Right, shall also, but it should be prominently displayed at each of its administrative or regional.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we have so many records that we put up, we can't prominently display those things.
No,
on
of
record.
course,
Well,
ma'am.
well,
Before any of those records, this is the requirement. Yeah.
Sure. And you know, because you have a copy of this.
Sure.
Please take us to task and go to the Attorney General.
Okay.
And
Now,
please
that-
submit a request for review or.
Sure.
complaint.
Under Section 11, Declaratory Relief of the Freedom of Information Act, what would be reasonable for non-compliance visit today? Should I charge the town $30,000 or $50,000?
Oh, you'd have to talk to our attorney.
Well, yeah, I would be filing a detailed draft about the non-compliance today,
Okay.
and I would address it to the town esquire and to the finance director so they can make that payout.
Well, you'd have to. I'm not familiar with that section, so
Ma'am,
just please
yes.
go ahead and
The
do whatever you.
freedom of information training, which you have a completed
Yes.
training certificate, that took you about an hour and a half to complete.
Yes, it did.
And once you got to the sections, started having the multiple choice, all this
I don't remember that part being on the multiple choice, but
Oh, yeah.
certainly I'm going to review it after today.
Sure, yes, ma'am.
And we will certainly cure
Yeah.
the discrepancies that you found here.
Okay.
But we don't have them today, and you're correct. We don't have them displayed today.
Another thing that's supposed to be required, ma'am, a reasonable under section 5 now. That was 4, now under section 5. A reasonable current list of all types or categories of records under control.
Oh, that again is on our website, but we don't have it displayed.
Required to be displayed.
Yeah.
Now, under section 3.5 as well, Freedom of Information officers shall develop a list of categories or records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request.
Don't have that.
That's scary. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Mhm. Please go to the Attorney General's office, to the PAC office. We'll be happy to comply, and we'll start working on this list tomorrow. But we
Sure.
don't have it.
Would you like to copy this?
No, we have. a
You
copy
know,
of it. Yeah.
section 4, section 5,
I
and
don't have it
3.5.
committed to memory, sir, but I do have a copy
Sure.
of the Freedom of Information Act.
Now, your operating budget, the actual hard copy, where's that at?
Yeah, we have that in our records somewhere that we could pull out for
I
you.
could momentarily wait for that.
Sure,
Yeah.
have a seat. and we'll
Sure,
get it to
sure.
you.
And while I wait for that, ma'am, could I have 2 FOIA forms?
Yes.
Thank
sure,
you.
Of course. You're not required to use a FOIA form, but we'll.
Absolutely not.
We don't take oral requests. We do
Well,
take them in writing, but
right.
these
The-
are the forms that we use.
It specifies under section 3.5, a FOIA officer may honor an oral request.
Yeah, and we've chosen not to.
Chosen not to, but what would be a reason why not to?
Well, because we sometimes feel that we need to understand completely what the
Sure, sure.
requester has asked
Yeah.
for, and when you put it in writing, we are better able to understand
Yeah,
and comply
it-
with the request.
It makes it binding with the writer, with the requester.
And sometimes we
there's-
do have to go back to the requester, even when it's written,
Sure.
for clarification.
That's right, that's right. But I'm not asking you to submit an
Okay,
oral
here's a
request.
pen.
Yeah, I got a pen, ma'am.
Okay, good.
I'll wait momentarily for that. Thank you.
All righty. I'm sorry, sir, did you ask for a copy of the?
Operating budget.
Operating budget.
That is
Okay,
correct, yep.
Thank you.
It does have the appropriations in it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I need. Alrighty. So another wombo here. I'm debating if I'm gonna charge this town $30,000 or $50,000 for non-compliant under section Declaratory Relief of the Freedom of Information Act. I'm gonna draft up a nice letter of non-compliance, just like North Riverside. I'm gonna charge this town $30,000 to pay out, so the taxpayers could see of non-compliance at their local municipality. Yep. Meanwhile, let me fill out this FOIA form here. Pause the video for a second. See, the lady did mention that she wanted me to counsel, to have a conversation with the attorney, but this section is a requirement for the FOIA officer to maintain and comply with, not the attorney. That lady that we just spoke to is the FOIA officer. Yesterday, I was going through the FOIA curriculum training, and I know how extensive it is. But let's go ahead and pause this and wait for the operating budget, and let me fill out this FOIA request meanwhile. Oh, look how cute this is. As of 9/12/2017, the painting of brick is not allowed in the city of Berwyn. So you can't paint your brick because the city says so. Huh. That's cute. Look what they're doing. They're printing out the operating budget instead of showing me the original. I'm gonna wait till for them to be finished with it so I could bring that to their attention. Them ladies look like twins. Okay. I do have my FOIA form completed, ma'am.
Just a minute, I can't hear you.
Yeah, sure. I do have my FOIA form completed, 2015 to present. FOIA request. I'd like to inspect the police FOIA log in person in the same format it is created. I will be coming back in about 15 days. My generated code is 2323F.
What do you mean, what's a generated code?
That means when I do come back, can you confirm what requester you are? Yes, my code is 2323.
Well, we'll assign you a number.
Sure, yeah.
What's your next FOIA?
So far you received 636 for the year, huh?
Yeah.
Those numbers are down. Those numbers are low. I am in the process of completing the FOIA training curriculum as well.
Oh, good.
If you do need some part-time assistance, I will present you my certificate so you can put me on the payroll. That way you might save the 30,000 of non-compliance.
August 14th, 2023.
Because my next goal is 30,000 non.
FOIA request, would like to inspect the police FOIA log in person in the same format it is maintained. All right, we don't have a separate police FOIA log, but I can show you our FOIA log right now.
Sure.
Would that be responsive?
Oh, without that, the HVAC will.
Right, so, you know the ones like Chicago, they're the.
No, that's just a. Okay. I need to see the actual request details, ma'am. That's just a
Yeah.
brief log.
Request details, right here.
Okay.
The requester, the subject, who we sent it to, the date it's due, the completed date,
Okay.
any kind of notes.
Here, let me rephrase this. Full
Okay.
pages. I'm gonna include full pages.
These are all, this is the only kind of log that we maintain.
Ma'am, the FOIA log, well, the retention period is 5 years, correct?
You can't quote me
Okay.
on that, I'm not
Before
sure.
the 5 years, so let's say, do you have records from 2010 FOIA?
We keep records according to the state archivist,
Sure.
so we probably.
Secretary of State.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hold on just a minute.
Okay.
So here is
The operating
the
budget.
appropriation.
You just printed
budget.
that out. I wanted to see the hard copy.
Well, we'll have to find it. You'll have
Okay.
to take longer.
This is the
Also,
block
I just
diagram.
want- Yeah.
It is
and
the block diagram.
This is always a part of our,
Yeah.
document.
I could probably save save the town from a $1,000 ticket if they post that on the wall
Well, we are certainly gonna do that.
Okay,
Right
good.
after we finish with you.
because of my visit here, attempting to put the public body in compliance.
We always try to live up to the FOIA Act, and when we're found lacking, we try to correct it. So here
Okay.
you go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so go ahead and, you go ahead
Sure.
and clarify that, or rewrite it.
Full pages. Ma'am, you being a FOIA officer with many years working for this public body, do you recall roughly in the past 5 years how many in-person FOIA requests you had? Roughly.
Oh, boy, we do get a lot. Last year we had 1,600 FOIA requests.
In person?
No. But I'm just trying to discern how many
Sure.
of those would have been in person. I would venture that we get at least 15 to 20 a week.
Right. And that's what I like to physically see.
Oh, the in-person ones.
The in-person, yes.
Hmm.
You see, those are not on that list.
No.
Right,
Boy,
right.
that would be a difficult thing, because we would have to comb through all of the
Redact
FOIA
whatever has to be
requests.
redacted.
And you know what, we
Yep.
don't, on our form, as you can see, we don't discern whether or not they have mailed this to us or delivered it to us in person.
Yeah, well, I got my request in writing here. There's another town that I was verifying if they're in compliant with the FOIA law. They bought out 6 boxes, heavy boxes, size of milk crates.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down for about 2 hours flickering through those until I found the one that I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Because they maintain their FOIA log in printed copy paper.
Oh, we maintain copies of the FOIA
Sure.
according to the state archivist.
And that had
But
everything on there.
This is our log.
Right. Yeah, that is the log. You're right about that. But I'd like to see physical copies.
Physical copies. All right, so then could you
Sure.
could you take the time then to rewrite this, because this is getting
Yeah,
confusing.
I will. I sure will.
Would you like another sheet?
No, I do have one right
Okay.
there. Okay. Give me a few minutes. This is for me to have, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
cool. Thank you. And yeah, give me a few minutes. Now, did you say your Esquire is available to speak to?
I don't know, but we could make a call upstairs to see
Sure.
if he's available.
Meanwhile, I will wait here. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, let me rephrase this. Okay, I rewrote it a little bit better here. I'd like to inspect all FOIA requests submitted in person to public body from 15 to present. I will view in person. And that's gonna be request number 636.
Oh, yeah.
All right, pause for a minute. There's a lady right there. Meanwhile, let me take a scan analysis of this operation right here. No cell phones.
No, for here in Berwyn.
Okay. They did also print this out on the spot. I wanted to see the actual hardcover, but they like to try to steer away from that type of stuff. It does have the appropriation number, account numbers here. That's what I'm always looking for. That's how we narrow the stuff down to the penny. Say, for example, here's a call for TDOT. TDOT, you want training, right? Training. So city administrator training costed $504. We need to see all those invoices down to the penny so we could verify exactly what training the city administrator had. So we're gonna have to go through these at a later time. Pause this for a minute. Records that they got here: fees for inspection, refused pickup days, compliance department, flood control mitigation. Here's some Rogue Nation candy. Business cards. Alrighty, a plat of survey. There's a lot of public records in this municipal corporation. That's a fact. Do not lean on the door. Oh, look at, I just caught her. 2020 FOIA. Look at those boxes. I just caught her in the act. Alrighty. Now watch this. I wonder if they have any LGBTQ books. But look at their FOIA. Those are what I'm wanting to inspect. Now watch, I'm gonna ask her, ma'am, do you have physical boxes of records? Watch, I'm gonna ask her. Let's see if she lies to me right now. And this is her office. Those FOIA log is right behind her. All right. All right. And all right. Okay, ma'am. I wanted to ask you, do you have what year do you have actual boxes of FOIA on site?
On site? I think.
Yeah.
What year do we have? 2 years. We keep 2 years according to
2
the
years.
state archivist, yeah.
That's your office right next door? I noticed through that window you have the 2020 boxes sitting on that desk. You got about 6 boxes there.
Okay.
That's what I need to inspect when I do return within the 15 days.
Oh, okay. Do you want to make an appointment now?
You could
This week is kind of tough. When,
Yeah,
when,
no.
when can you come back?
I grant you 1 extension.
Okay.
So that's the total of 10 business days. Plus weekends is 4 days. So that's 14 days. So after 15 days.
All right. This is your.
I did rewrite it. Yes, ma'am. I like to inspect. There it is right there.
Inspect all FOIA requests submitted in person. Oh, wait a minute. When you say in person, you don't want the FOIAs that were delivered in person, but you want to physically inspect them. Is that
Sure, yes,
the
it is.
understanding?
Yep.
That I
And the
understand
same,
correctly?
and to include those boxes that you got sitting on that desk right there.
Okay.
Yep. You know why? You know, I'm gonna tell. I don't have to tell you a reason why, but I'd like to now. In 2020, there was a FOIA request submitted to this public body that was never responded to. And I want to sit here leg on leg and go through those boxes until I find that. Yep. And there's additional other things I'm looking for in there as well. But yep, that is my FOIA request, ma'am. Is the Esquire available?
No, we
Okay.
called in. He's not
That's
available.
okay.
But we'll give you his phone number and you can make an appointment.
You
with
always
him.
been courteous, ma'am. I respect you and I like you a lot.
Can you? All right. This is not for commercial purposes.
It is not, no.
Okay.
I did put your number here,
And you're gonna
636.
inspect in person, so let's do that one. Inspect.
Yep.
Okay.
There's gonna come a time I'm gonna inspect the police cruiser, the sirens, bells, and whistles. I'll put that in writing at a later time. Because public records is regardless of physical form or characteristics.
8/7/2023. All right. The due date would be 8/14/2023, and this is going to be directed to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me make a copy of this.
Thank you,
for
ma'am. Thank you. Oh, that's my pen. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. I'll look at this operating budget at a later time.
My sister ordered one, and I was surprised by like how good the quality was. I ordered like in like 4 different
Alright.
colors.
Here's a copy of your FOIA request.
Thank you so much,
And then
ma'am.
Sandy also printed this out for you, if this will be helpful.
Okay.
There you go.
Service directory. Good. This is under section 5, I
Oh,
would
okay.
assume. Yep.
Okay.
So you want to see me after about 15 days?
Hold on, let me look at my calendar so that we can pick a good date.
Okay. Where would I sit?
Oh, we would invite you to sit
Sure,
at this
sure.
desk.
I'll bring a lollipop with me. I'll bring a lollipop with me. Let me pause this for a minute. Yes, ma'am.
Here's Mr. Patuka's business card.
That's Attorney Esquire, okay?
And
But
then,
it's the FOIA officer has to make the determination, not the Esquire.
no, but you wanted to meet with him.
No, I just wanted to have a conversation with him, what he would feel is a reasonable amount for me to charge, even though he has no say about that. But I want to inform him.
Uh-huh. So, I was looking at my calendar, and this week is very difficult, but the 16th or the 17th of
After the
August?
16th or 17th is good?
Well, no, how about either the 16th or the 17th?
Okay, I will mark that down on my calendar and I'll try to be here within one of those 2 days.
Okay, that'd be perfect.
Couldn't you jot it down for me?
Sure.
16 or 17?
Well, that would be helpful.
Sure.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's my business card.
That's good, that's good.
And then will you please call me so we can have the records ready for you?
Well, I would be here on the 16th or the 17th.
Oh, can you pick one, 16th? Or do you have to look at your calendar?
I have to look at my calendar.
Oh, okay.
I could probably reach out with a phone call. Hey.
Sure, that'd
yeah.
be good. Or
Okay.
you just email me. And then here's Mr.
Oh, 16th or 17th?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 16
Oh, I'm sorry.
or 17. Now, you are familiar with Long Island Audit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, yeah.
Roughly
Sean Paul
around,
Reyes.
Sean Paul, roughly around how many calls did this public body receive because of that event?
Because of his event?
Yeah.
Oh, we were inundated with calls on one. I would have to say between the police department and City Hall on that particular week, more than 500.
Wow. And is the actual call logs subject to public disclosure?
No.
Okay, there was a lot of nasty people on the phone, right?
Well, we did get some that were disagreeable.
Okay, I did receive some of those emails. I seen some of that language. Yeah, but anyway, compliance is always the right answer, right? That's why they removed the sign off the wall. You always been courteous, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, you take care.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you next.
Likewise, on the 16th or the 17th. Alrighty. Well, that's how that daily went. Because of Long Island coming here to this city hall, they received about, she said, 500 phone calls, and that's just, thank you, and that's just phone calls alone. That's not including emails. I did review those emails. Alrighty, well, there it is. They completely changed their script. You guys know what to do, man. Hit the bell, hit the thumb up. Audit them always encourages you too. Audit, oh, yeah.